And that one's good.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Thunder.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
I tell you what, Greg, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Mr. Clutch. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Now the feed to Adams. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
There's the lob to the hoop. Henson's shot is off.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And so the Thunder now can just hold on to the ball. Here's Mr. Clutch. Ibaka right side. Here's Mr. Clutch. Misses the shot. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better.
Well, congratulations on the win and for setting your season high in points scored for yourself. Would you say this is the best game you've played this year?
Yeah, I think it's up there for sure. I don't think
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem tonight, and they should be proud of him because his play was genius.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
jump from SoCal, Hollywood to the slums. Get burnt by the California sun on the west side. East Coast, where you at? Just got to New York like a nut on a jet to London.
São Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil. Aí, MC da PP, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis. Assim,
Nosso, os manos no posto, trampando a contragosto.
Siamo fragili, se tutti ci toccano, siamo fatti di sogni che non ci fanno dormire.
Io non dormo quando ti penso, io non dormo e basta e compenso. Io lo so che siamo uniti, se a capirsi basta il silenzio. Senza te sarai nel vuoto, mentre
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. For the Cavaliers, they come in off a win in their last game against the 76ers. That game was a dominant performance. Always nice to win one going away, but it's just one game, and they'll be ready to go tonight. And you hear Kyrie Irving's name, and you think of a playmaking point guard, but he is as deadly a shooter, Kenny, as anyone in the league from time to time.
I mean, the guy won the three-point contest,
Yeah.
so no surprise there. You know, he's averaged, 2 to 3 three-pointer shots made in the
Shooting guard. That's the other guard. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brady. In for Spates. And Freak subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Freak in at point guard. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then it's Tony Roten. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Knocks down the three ball. Anthony's got 7.
Cavaliers timeout.
And let's check out stats for James. Coming off a terrific season. 7th in scoring, 11th in assists, and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it.
Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Puts up a 3. And it's Freak missing. Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Smith left side. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points. Boy, you gotta love that assist by LeBron.
New York trailing. Freak with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. Roten kicks to Anthony. There's Freak. Soft touch off the glass.
Assist from
Freak's got his first bucket of the night.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Shot clock at 6. Inside, here's Irving. Can't get it to go. Good D by Lopez.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Freak. And he gets it to go from the high post. Freak's got his second bucket.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Now, here is Irving. He's guarded closely. Inside, shoots off the screen. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. You look at Smith, he's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Channing Frye, another sniper.
Well, both of these guys had what I call in-the-gym range, or you could refer to them as snipers, just deadly from behind the three-point line. They line it up and knock him down.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Thomas comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. And here we go, Roten heading to the hoop. And that one's good. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Knicks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence. Been a solid outing for Freak. Already with 8 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities. You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. The drive by Shumpert. To the paint. On the wing, James. Cleveland gets it back.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
He dishes it to Frye. Good D by Lopez. Roten. Look at that shot!